back in '89.
That cardboard headstone tipped over. This graveyard is obviously phony.
Nobody will ever notice that. Filmmaking is not about the tiny details. It's about the big picture.
The big picture?
Yes.
Then how about when the policeman arrived in daylight, but now it's suddenly night?
What do you know? Haven't you heard of suspension of disbelief?
I had seen part of Plan 9 from Outer Space, and I'd seen part of Glenn or Glenda, or most of Glenn or Glenda, I think all of it. I thought he was a great filmmaker, you know. I thought he was, he did things, you know, like these tight shot on ears and stuff like that, in the early 50s people laughed at, and in the 80s David Lynch did them and people applauded them.
And cut! Print that, let's move on.
Don't you want a second take for protection?
What's to protect? It was perfect. Huh?
Well, I'm interested in the creative process. That's what I'm in it for, is the creative process and the collaboration and the experimenting and the possibilities of what can be.
And action!
The one thing that you can never do as an actor is learn enough. I mean, you're always learning.
And cut! Print. That's a wrap.
And cut. That's pretty good. Good business. Good, Johnny. Just leave it at the end, just tighten it up.
Cut, print it, and that's a wrap.
Just tighten it up a little bit.
Okay, ready? And action! Ed. And cut. Print. That's a wrap, everybody.
I suppose I've always been fascinated with the idea of the underdog. I think I always sort of, growing up, that universal feeling of you know, being the underdog or feeling like the underdog, never really fitting in somewhere.
I like to wear women's clothes. Panties, sweaters, pumps. It's just something I do.
You don't like sex with girls?
No, I love sex with girls. Wearing their clothes makes me feel closer to them.
Society deems things normal, you know. They say, this is normal, and that's it, you know. And I just don't really see things that way, you know. I think society is too quick to judge.
I want that lightning, I want those two explosions, and I've got to have more shots with the military.
Right.
There's a ton of filmmakers that I really, really want to work with. One is Quentin Tarantino, who I think is real talented, real specific. Two British filmmakers that I really love. One is Mike Leigh, who I've seen naked probably 100 times, and Abigail's Party and Life is Sweet and all that. I'm a huge fan of his.
All right, friends, prepare for scene 32.
Mr. Wood?
Huh?
Where's the cockpit set?
You're standing in it. Plays it.